a player, you don't know that many major chords. We hang out and then you get bored, and you leave me here like I'm your landlord. You come back and say I'm sorry, boo, and I know you never mean it, gets you in though. Did you call me cause you had to? Cause you know I'd throw your suitcase out the window. I don't need you here to feel good.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a short and sweet speed clean. I had a super busy weekend. We are currently looking for a new house, so I had a bunch of open houses to go to this day, so I had a very small amount of time to get done what I needed to get done. But like always, the kitchen needs to get cleaned 100 times a day, so I just did a super quick wipe down of everything. I didn't do a deep clean just to get it in presentable condition, so when we got home I wasn't overwhelmed with a mess that needed to get cleaned up. And after that we did head outside to clean the water table because my kids have been dying to play with their water table. I usually clean it and put it in storage before the winter, and it was my first year with 2 active children, so getting the time to clean it and put it in storage and making the space that needed to be made in the storage to put it away just didn't happen. So it ended up staying outside all winter, and it's surprisingly still in really good condition. It needed a really good cleaning. It was stored right under the dryer vent that goes outside, so there were pieces of lint in it that were very suspicious to me in the beginning. So I did end up putting gloves on to clean it, as you'll see later on. But it was really nice, and my kids were so excited to get to use it. I usually just put it on our deck, and they stand out there on our deck and get to use it since we don't really have a backyard, which is why we're looking for a house. We usually just utilize our deck more than anything, so it just needed to get cleaned up so it can get used, because that's as close as they get to outdoor fun at our current house. So when cleaning, I had a few priority items that I wanted to get done. My slider door, I really wanted to get cleaned. The pollen has been so bad in my area. My kids have been suffering so badly with the pollen, and I needed to clean my counters because we had our windows open for a couple days and they were covered in pollen, so I needed to give those a really good clean. And then I had to just touch up my stove. We had cooked burgers on the stove, so they were a little oily in the background, so I just gave that a quick spray and wipe down. Probably could have done a better clean, but given the time, I didn't. And I don't know if you can see, there's like fingerprints all over the window from my kids touching behind that little gate there. And that gate we usually put on our deck so the kids can't go down the stairs that are there. And it was just covered with fingerprints, so I sprayed it down and wiped it down. And I wanted to clean the tracks of the door too, and I just didn't have time this day, so it's definitely going to be a future project. But it's just a super quick clean today. I have more cleaning that needs to get done as always, and I have laundry that I have to do. It never ends. It never ends when you have kids. It just doubles, and you guys know. You know how it is. So I cleaned the outside and inside of this door, and then once that was done, I cleaned my floors because they desperately needed to be cleaned. And then the boys and I went outside to clean the water table.
One thing I know for sure, what we have is something worth fighting for. With bad news knocking at my door, but I like it like that. We
So I know you just saw Jacob got very excited when he saw me cleaning the floors. He loves cleaning the floors. He loves using his vacuum. So you're gonna see him come back with his little vacuum cleaner, and it's just so adorable. He grabs it and he sees that I push the front down with my foot, and he pushes the front down of his vacuum with his little foot so he can clean the floors with me. And he followed me all around, making sure that I cleaned and he cleaned behind me, and he made sure that the floors looked impeccable at the end of it.
And somehow we get it right every time. 'Cause these days we're partners in crime, and I like it like that. We go all in and I'm falling, but I like it like that. And it's so wrong, but still so strong, but I like it like that. Now we're catching fire, 'cause you take me higher. You know you're everything that I ever desire. And we're crossing borders, not taking orders. And I like it like that. Even on broken watches, right 2 times a day. I took a chance.
Now we are outside, and this is what my table looked like. It actually wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be to have been sitting outside all winter. It was a little concerning. You can see me, I'm scared to touch anything. So I'm like, let me go inside and grab some gloves because this is not something I want to touch. And I put everything to the side. We have like an underneath of our deck that's full of weeds, so I just threw everything on the weeds there. And then I had hot soapy water in the bowl that you can see in the camera, because clearly my camera work was not that great here. And the boys were just kind of playing. We have like a 6-foot patch of grass in our back area, and they brought a soccer ball outside and they were playing there while I did this. And I just kind of kept peeking over, and you'll see me kind of take a little longer to do things because I keep telling the boys to stay where I can see them, because I was nervous they would go to the other side of the deck and then I wouldn't be able to see them. But they did really well. James is a very good big brother. He made sure his little brother stayed out of trouble and stayed where mommy can see them both. And I gave it a really quick cleaning just to get it into usable condition, and then I was able to move it up to my deck after this. And that's it. That is all I really was able to get done for this day. I had a super busy weekend. It was very hot, so I didn't want to be outside for too long, especially with the kids. I wanted to make sure that they were not in the sun with it beating down on their heads for too long, even though they had the hats and the sunscreen on. The sun takes a toll. So after that, we went to an open house. We saw a beautiful open house. We have a few options for us, but we aren't sure what we're doing yet. We are definitely keeping our options open. So we'll see. I don't know. Well, everyone, I know it was a short one today, but I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope that it gave you a little bit of motivation to do something quick around your house today. Nothing ever has to take hours. It can just take a few minutes of your day to get things done. And if you're new here, please subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you here, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.